Does it look like I'm sweating on the camera? I feel so hot in here. Welcome back, gang. The AllStar Game is back. Team LeBron defeated Team Stephen 148 to 145 in a competitive battle that went down to the wire. LeBron James won the MVP, finishing with 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. I'm joined by UCTV analysts Chinedu, Amonu, and Nick Maou to talk about NBA All-Star Game. Starting with Nick, what were your thoughts on the game?
I thought the game was a lot of fun. You know, I like that they drafted it. Steph Curry and LeBron picking their teams, and I'm happy next year that's going to be televised. That Adam Silver said that post-game, so I think that'll be even more excitement for the game. I like that teams are playing defense this time, both sides of the ball. I mean, both sides of the All-Star Game, you know, both LeBron and Steph's team. I think that at the end of the game, it makes it a lot more exciting. You know, that final play when Steph Curry's in the corner and LeBron and KD are both surrounding him and he doesn't know what to do. They didn't even get a shot off on time. I mean, defense brings out the best in players. The announcers actually said that during the game that with this defense, you get to see more the better offensive plays from both teams. Yes, exactly. They're not just putting up, you know, open shots and stuff. I do like more offense though. You know, that keeps it more exciting. But with the more defense, end of the game is definitely better to watch. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely a more welcome sight. And Chen, what are your thoughts on that?
I agree with Nick concerning the draft. I like that setup, how they did the draft, how the two players that got the most votes were able to pick the players. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Nick too. I would like it to be televised next year. It's gonna create a little more suspense leading up to the game. I like how they played defense this time around.
Yeah.
In the former All-Star games, you know, it's been a lot of offense, a lot of scoring, highlight dunks. So although I missed the dunks, I think the fans deserve for the best players in the game today to have a competitive game of basketball against each other. I think the fans deserve that. So I like that format. Some of the buddy scenes were a little too much for me, you know, with Kyrie, LeBron, Russ, KD. It was a little too much for me, but at the end of the day, that's what All-Star Weekend's about, you know. It's about spreading love, having fun, so I liked it.
Yeah, it was a great weekend, and you know, this weekend also included the dunk contest, which was loved and hated by fans. What were your thoughts on the contest? You know, what do you think were the best dunks, and what stood out to you?
I think this year wasn't as impressive as other years. Not going to say that, you know, the dunks weren't great. You know, each dunk is its own. It's pretty good, but I think this year wasn't as good as previous years. You know, I like the Larry Nance dunk though. I think that was cool to see him like follow his father's dunk, and to see the video side by side. I don't know if you guys caught that, but that was pretty awesome to watch. But cool, other than that, not as impressive.
And Chen, what were your thoughts on that?
My Rookie of the Year pick, Dennis Smith Jr., got robbed. I think he should have been in the finals in replace of Larry Nance Jr. Although I love the tribute to his dad, but let's be honest, he got some points just because his dad was in attendance. Granted, I'm not taking anything away from him. He has some great dunks, but that was one of the real reasons. And personally, I think that if you have never played basketball and or if you've never been in the dunk contest, I don't think you should be voting for the players.
Okay.
Because Chris Rock had one where he gave Dennis Smith Jr.'s dunk a 7, but then one of Larry Nance's dunks, he gave him a 10. So I didn't really agree with that, and I was like, well, like I understand like the entertainment aspect of it, but I feel as though that former players should be the ones voting.
And DJ Khaled was in there, was in there lowering everybody's scores too early on. Too.
Other than that though, I liked the Vinsanity dunk from Dennis Smith Mitchell. Dennis Smith. Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell. I'm sorry. Donovan Mitchell, who's having one hell of a year. Rookie of the Year candidate. He's also from Greenwich, Connecticut. So that for him to win that, you know, as the year that he's having, I think that was good for him. So that was the dunk contest. It was good. So I enjoyed it.
Quick though, what was your favorite all-time dunk contest?
I would have to go with 2008 when Dwight Howard, Dwight Howard did the Superman, you know, because I was 13 around that time, so that's when I was into comics and everything. So I'd have to go with that one. That was a good one. And Gerald Green too, when he dunked it and blew the candle off of the cupcake, that was also a good one. So I'm going with that one.
And what about you?
I love the Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon one. Recent, but a lot of fun. You know, double overtime, just going back and forth, 50s, both sides.
Yeah, 6 straight 50s.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Unbelievable. That was more 50s than this year combined.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
and last question before break. Can you sing the anthem better than Fergie? Like, what was she doing? That was crazy. I mean, what else can we say? We'll be back after this short break to talk UConn basketball. Can the women's dominance continue, and do the men's struggles carry on? What can they do? We're back, and the Huskies men's team isn't. The struggles continue as they go through an awful season with a record of 13-14. Chin, is this a lost season? Where do they go from here?
Their best bet is to win out and try to get a solid seed in the conference tournament. They have 4 games left, 2 against the 2 best teams in the conference, and 2 against all 4 teams that they're playing are better than them. So it's going to be tough, but hey, UConn is known to kick it up when it comes to tournament time. Remember a couple of years ago when Jalen Adams hit that wild shot to send that Cincy game to OT, and they ended up winning the conference that year. So that's their best bet, you know. Obviously, it's a rebuilding year. They have to, the offseason, they have some work, but that would be their best bet on just finishing out this season in a positive light.
Right.
And Nick,
I mean, everything you said was right there, but I don't see them doing it. You know, if they can't finish the season off strong, and maybe hit that conference tournament, you know, in a high note. I'm thinking it's time to get rid of Kevin Ollie as a coach. I mean, you've given him a few new years now. Last year was a struggle. This year's a struggle. Like, if you don't want to do it for next season, maybe give him one more year. But I'm saying if we don't make the NCAA tournament under Kevin Ollie, I mean, this year, probably not this year, or next year, I would say get rid of him. You know, their recruiting classes also haven't been that great. You know, UConn's been kind of a guard-heavy school for years now, but their guards aren't as dominant as previous guards like Kemba Walker, even Shabazz Napier. I mean, so maybe get a little more size in some recruiting classes, but other than that, might be time to just push Kevin Ollie out the door.
Yeah, move forward. And, you know, it's been unfortunate for the team. You know, they've had a lot of big men, you know, and guards, and they've kind of, like, moved, you know, from that. They want to be a more, you know, multiple attacking team, and, you know, it's struggling. It's not working. So,
no.
I mean, we'll see if they can adjust. But let's end with good news. The women's basketball team opens this week with a record of 26-0. Ladies, you are out there killing it. Gino's mixing and matching the lineups and through an incredibly tough schedule, and they always find a way to win, even though things may not go their way at the beginning of the game. Do you guys see any challengers as we get closer to the postseason?
I don't see any threats right now. You know, I mean, yeah, maybe Mississippi State, the ones that knocked them off last year in the Final Four, but other than that, they've won 100 games in a row, over 100 games in a row in the previous 4 seasons. You know, 4 straight national championships before last year. So I'm thinking there's no real threat, no real challengers. I mean, they beat Louisville, who's ranked 4th already. Yeah. So I'm thinking another strong year for them to just bounce back in that Final Four this year, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And Chen, what are your thoughts on these girls?
I don't really see any threat to the women. All the teams that were supposed to challenge them this year, they dismantled them. So yeah. They're playing incredible basketball right now. Their ability to facilitate, their ability to mix in any players, and they fit into the system and do and contribute at a high level. They're playing out of this world right now. So I think they have their eyes set on March. They're focused on getting back to the national championship game and winning it, which I strongly believe they will, because I don't think anybody in women's basketball could challenge them right now. I think this team is incredible. So look for them to make a strong run in the NCAA tournament, and look for them to go back to the final and win that.
And before we sign off, a quick announcement for the track team.
So I just want to take this time out to wish my former team and the females of the UConn track and field team. I just want to wish you guys good luck this weekend. It's your American Athletic Conference Championship meet this weekend, so I just want to wish you guys luck. And what week is it? AAC. So go out there, have fun, and get it done.
Want to wish those ladies and gentlemen luck in their conference tournament. And that's it for us for the week. Stay posted for a major announcement in the coming weeks. UCTV is working hard on future events, so stay tuned and follow our social media platforms below. Thank you for your time and have a good night. Bart Husky.